Okay, we're going to make buttercream frosting. And I've seen all kinds of recipes for this. And I will say that I do have my preferred way of doing it, but buttercream frosting is probably one of the easiest things you can make. I mean, you're talking about butter and some cream and some sugar. I mean, this is nothing really more than butter and sugar held together by mutual sinfulness, okay? And it's super, super easy to do. All right, so over here I've got 2 sticks of butter. I've got a cup of butter in my mixer. And unlike making cake batter or cookies or what have you, you really don't have to worry about getting it light and fluffy. It's just not that big a deal. You do want to like beat it up a little bit. Now, I have a whole bunch of sugar. One thing you'll notice about powdered sugar when you're making buttercream is it seems to disappear. Now, I add mine in stages. I don't even measure. I really don't. Woo! I'm going to wear it though. Alright, we're going to go on slow so that not more of the kitchen wears it than necessary. And at each stage, what you're looking for is for the powdered sugar to get fully incorporated into the butter. You want to have the right consistency and the right texture. Now, that sounds all fancy. You want to be able to spread it. That's about it. And if you can throw it on the top of your cake and it stays where you want it, it's the right consistency. Okay, cream, you don't need much. I'm going to use just a tiny bit to get us started because I want a good bit of frosting, and this is vanilla. And I'm going to use about a teaspoon. Okay, now that's a lot of liquid for that amount of sugar. So we're going to end up more than likely adding some more sugar because I want a good bit of frosting. I have kiddos in my house who are frosting lovers, so I have to make them happy. Okay, so what we're going to do now, stop and taste. Because I love my children, I have to make sure it's right. Okay. Add a little more sugar. You know, you could dump this whole thing in there if you wanted to. You wouldn't have the right consistency, and you would wear much more of it. A little more cream. And I'd say this is just about all I'm going to use. Oh yeah, there we go. Alright, where's my... Here it is. Okay, now, you see how it's bumping my mixer? It's too thick. We don't want it so thick that we can't spread it. We don't want to rip apart the top of our cake, so I'm adding a little more cream. I'm going to turn it on high, so cover your ears for a second. Ah! There we go. Continues to puff, doesn't it? Okay, look what we have. That is just about perfect. Okay, now taste it. Actually, I have a very valid reason at that point. You don't want it to taste just like powdered sugar. You do want to be able to taste the cream, and you want to be able to taste the vanilla. So you want to know if you need to add just a touch more. And in this case, no, you don't. So this is ready to put on the cakes. I have some back here that I'm going to use it on. At this point, if you wanted to, you could add any other kind of extract or flavoring that you wanted. I use almond quite a bit, or lemon, or orange, or the zest from some kind of citrus. But, in a nutshell, it took me, what, 3 minutes? Buttercream frosting.